From the vivid imagination of that master storyteller of the macabre, in this garden of evil unfolds the diabolic delineation of the most fantastic horror conceived by a distorted mind.
It is April 16th, Sunday. I am working on the first chapter of Julia Cameron's The Artist Way, which, look at this book, how beautiful that is. I had the 25th anniversary edition first, but it was very ratty because I had done it so many times. I've done it 3 times now. Only once all the way through, and then twice most of the way through. So this is our 4th time doing it, and I'm really excited because 1, I love this copy. 2, every time I've done this, it has felt really impactful to myself, my creativity, my drive, my ambition. I think it's a very beautiful process, and I wanted to document it because I think it's important to document it. Not only for myself, but for others, because when I was interested in the Artist Way, I had looked on YouTube for it because I wanted to see other people's journeys. I wanted to see the progress. I wanted to see the drive, etc. And I only found, I think, 1 or 2 people, which were amazing, don't get me wrong, but it just wasn't what I was looking for, I guess. So when you can't find what you're looking for, you make it. That's a rule of mine. So we are doing chapter 1 today. We're going to read the chapter, and then we are going to work on the exercises. And then for the next week, from this Sunday to next Sunday, I will be documenting my morning pages and my artist date. Yeah, so that's super exciting. Which also, if you're unfamiliar, there are 2 basic principles that are described in the Artist Way that you have to do to complete it. And that is 1, morning pages, which are pages that you have 3 longhand pages that you have to write. You know, it says in the morning, because obviously morning pages. But you know, I read them a little after in the morning. So what my process is I wake up, do my morning routine here at home, and then when I go to work, I have like an hour kind of give and take of free time. So I do my morning pages then, because that's 1 hour dedicated to just journaling and getting my thoughts out before my work day. So that's when I do mine. I've done the idea morning pages for a long time now, because I mean, journaling is just incredibly beneficial. Like, it is insanely beneficial. So I've done it for a while now. So that's not really a new addition to my routine. So that's really awesome. And then the second principle is artist dates. Artist dates is a once a week thing for around 2 hours, is what she recommends, where you take your inner artist on a date, and you have to do it alone. That's very important. That's where I have messed up before, because I'm an extrovert, so I'm like, yes, let's all go, let's all do something, but that's not how it's supposed to be. And it ranges from all sorts. So I really love doing cheap artist dates, simply because I gotta save money. Oh dear God, I have to save so much money, because my ass wants to like go to the museum, go to thrift store, which that's a big one. I just went to the thrift store and with the intention of spending, I think, $20. I spent $75. I got 5 books, some clothes, a toy for my partner, and and this beautiful orange tin. Point being, though, when I go out to spend money, I spend money. So I'm intentionally doing like more affordable / cheap artist dates. And that's one of the things I'm really excited to document, because I want to show the variety of what an artist date could be. I have here, I'm just gonna go off screen. So I have on my Notion kind of an Artist Way section. I'm actually going to do the like exercises and things for my Artist Way in my bullet journal, which is right here. This is my new one. I'm like 3 pages done with my old one, so I'm gonna do it in this one. I love my bullet journal like so much. I love the stickers, and it's a very therapeutic process for me for setting up my bullet journal. Which, if you want a video on that, let me know. So, oh yeah, so I have severe ADHD, so these videos are always going to be a little chaotic. So yeah, so I have some Artist Way dates on my Notion, and it's like, go for a photo walk, do some paper crafts, read poetry, go on a virtual museum tour, which that one was really interesting. Browse an art book, do a art class, which I have Skillshare, so that's a really big one, especially because I'm working on improving my Procreate skills, etc. So I have a good list of things to work on that are pretty affordable. Yeah, so that's the 2 basic principles of the Artist Way. I'm really excited / nervous to get into it, but I really hope you guys join me. Cheers.
1. Creativity is the natural order of life. Life is energy, pure creative energy. 2. There is an underlying, indwelling creative force infusing all of life, including ourselves. 3. When we open ourselves to our creativity, we open ourselves to the Creator's creativity within us and in our lives. 4. We are ourselves creations, and we, in turn, are meant to continue creativity by being creative ourselves. 5. Creativity is God's gift to us. Using our creativity is our gift back to God. 6. The refusal to be creative is self-will and is counter to our true nature. 7. When we open ourselves to exploring our creativity, we open ourselves to God, good, orderly direction. 8. As we open our creative channel to the Creator, many gentle but powerful changes are to be expected. 9. It is safe to open ourselves up to greater and greater creativity. 10. Our creative dreams and yearnings come from a divine source. As we move toward our dreams, we move towards our divinity. have my Mothman shirt. You can see my cryptid mug, and I'm ready to do the check-in for the first week of the Artist Way. It's so exciting. So let's get into it. So what's gonna happen? So I'm supposed to be doing check-ins on Saturday, not Sunday. But yesterday I went to an event that I thought was just going to be like an hour or two, and it was 5 hours. And then so that was crazy. And then I took a nap for an hour, and then immediately my partner came over and we hung out. So yesterday was kind of booked. So, but we're doing it today, and that's the point. Consistency. Yes, we love it. We love her. So I'm going to read out loud what it says, and we can get into it. Okay, check-in. You will do check-ins every week. If you are running your creative week Sunday to Sunday, do your check-ins each Saturday. Remember that this recovery is yours. What you think is important, and it will become increasingly interesting to you as you progress. You may want to do check-ins in your morning pages notebook. It's best to answer by hand and allow 20 minutes to respond. The purpose of check-ins is to give you a journal of your creative journey. It is my hope that you will later share the tools with others, and in doing so, find your own notes invaluable. Quote, yes, I was mad in week 4, I loved week 5, etc. So I will be doing this in my morning pages after this video, but I did want to do the video first. So let's get into it. How many days this week did you do your morning pages? 7 out of 7. We always hope. How was the experience for you? So I journaled 6 out of the 7 days, but they weren't completely 3 pages. I have ADHD, severe ADHD, I might add. And there is a national shortage of ADHD meds right now, and that is one of the things that I notice when I don't have my meds is my journaling goes out the window because I'm unable to focus long enough to journal in a straight sitting. So I have meds temporarily for now, so I was able to journal about 4 days. So I did like 3 out of 3, like 3 pages, 4 days. So yeah, so progressive, I would say, and the reason it's 6 out of 7 is because I did not journal yesterday. I just forgot to. Oops. Number 2, did you do your artist date this week? Yes, of course, we always hope, and yet artist dates can be remarkably difficult to allow yourself. What did you do? How did it feel? So I did not do my artist date for week 1, which is probably a bad start. I had 2 things planned, and I think Julia Cameron actually talks about this in the book, where she says kind of when you start trying to allow things for yourself, they get bombarded with other things. Beautifully descriptive, I know. But what I mean by that is I had planned, so I had scheduled to do my artist day on Friday. I had a really long work week, so I came home, rested, recuperated, and then was gonna get straight into sculpting. And then roommates wanted to do an art night, so I did an art night with them. And then I was like, okay, we'll do it on Saturday then. But Saturday came around, and I went to a meeting at a Panera, a social event at Panera, and it was supposed to be a few hours, and it was 5 hours. I was there for 5 freaking hours. It was really fun. I don't regret going. I thought it was great, especially because there's a guy there that I like, so that's why I went. God forbid anyone ever watches this video. Okay, so, and then I came home after that, took a nap, and then my partner came over. So my time was just occupied with people, so I did not have time to do an artist date this week. But that's notable, as in it's something I need to make a priority this coming week is my artist date, and videotape it and share it with y'all. So yeah, I did not do my artist date this week. Were there any other issues this week that you consider significant to your recovery? You describe them. That's a great question, because I feel that
me recognizing that I need to take time for myself, take time for my creativity is very important. Because I'm definitely an extrovert. I love people. I love hanging out with people. It really increases my social battery. And so when I do things myself, I'm much less discouraged, much less motivated. And that's something I really need to work on going into this. And that's something to work on next week for sure. But I'm trying to think of any other issues that were significant. I love that wording, significant to your recovery. I personally feel that one of the key aspects is, so I submitted 2 chapters to my writing group, which is tomorrow. So I'll talk about a little bit about that tomorrow, hopefully for the next vlog. Check it out. And don't know where I was going with that. Sorry. Severe ADHD. Have not had my meds today. So yeah, I submitted 2 chapters to my writing group. And that was pretty important and impactful. Very excited to see what they say about them. As far as other things, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's it so far. We're slow going in recovery. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next. And I'm so excited to share this journey with y'all. And help keep myself consistent and accountable. And hopefully, if you're watching this, you're tempted to join me on this journey. And hopefully we can do it together. I will see you next week. Bye.